Hello and welcome to another lesson on data. Today we're going to be talking about statistics. So we have a bar chart here, or a bar graph, and it represents the amount of goals a person has scored throughout the years of 2023 and 2024. And I like the way this graph is set up. It has both 2023 plus 2024's values added together. It has separated it by colour to show and indicate which year the person scored more goals. So as you can see, in 2023 the person scored 8 goals. In 2024 the person scored 12 goals. In 2023, in the summertime, remember our graph is going by seasons, the person who owns this data got 10 goals. And in 2024 that same person got 9 goals. Here we have 9 goals and 9 goals. Both are the same. In 2023, the person got 3 goals and 11 goals. Okay, so now that we know what our values equal for each year, we can see our data is telling us a story. We can see that in 2024, we had a better year when it came to scoring. The person who was scoring here, their best season was in spring. We're going to now add up the scores of 2023 and 2024 into seasons. So in spring, in both years, adding the values up, that person got 20 goals in spring. Spring times of both years, they got 20 goals. That person got 19, 18 and 14. So, what can we do with this data? Well, we can do many things. We can figure out the range. Our range goes from 20, take away 14, and it equals 6. So the range goes from 20 all the way down to this value here, 14. So that's our range. We can also find out something called our mode. A mode is basically the most frequent value. Now we don't have the most frequent value in terms of addition of both years, as there is no value that is the same. 20, 19, 18 and 14 are all different. However, if we were to look at the years of 2024, because we have 2 sets of data, it really works wonders for us to find the mode of 2024. Our answer equals 9. 9 is the most frequent value that the person scored. In this case, we could even say that 9 is their lucky number. If we were to separate our graph into 2023 and 2024, we would still say 9 in 2023 that we could add to the value of the amount of 9s in 2024. It's without doubt that 9 is our mode for this year. We cannot, however, find a mode for the total. Another thing we can find out, which we're going to work on now, is something called the mean. Now, it doesn't mean somebody's being mean, it's just a terminology that we use to describe our average. Now, if I got an average score in a test, I would probably get 5 out of 10. Average is kind of middle of the road. It's trying to find out and figure out what the average amount of goals the player can score throughout this year, and based on the values that we have here. An average is a very important piece of data. It can help us determine and guess, make a guess as to what this player might score in 2025 and onwards. Let's go through the process of finding the average. So when we're finding the average, we need to add all the values together, 20 plus 19 plus 18 plus 14. So we have all our seasons added together. And now with that, we're going to add 4 plus 8 is 12 plus 9 is 21. Carry over our 2. We have 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5, 6, 7. Our answer is 71. Now we must divide 71 by 4 because we want to find out what the average amount of goals the person can score in one of the seasons of the year. The fact that we have 4 seasons, that would mean we can find out what the average amount of goals the player can score. This is even more accurate because we have data from 2 years. Because of this, we're going to get a really accurate average. So let's go. So the average amount of goals that this player could score in 2025 and the average that he has scored or she has scored throughout 2023 and 2024 is 17.7. So 17.7 is nearly 18 goals. So on average, this person is scoring 18 goals each season. And that makes sense. As you can see, we had a higher score here, we had a lower score here, and our range was 6. So we moved down in this direction, and our middle point is somewhere around here, right here, at around 17.7, which is 18. Finally, we're going to have a look at this same graph, a horizontal graph. Okay, so we have the same values here, but this time we're going to try to find the median. The median of data is to try to find the middle number. So if we can think of median and middle. And the way we do this is we set up our data with our biggest value 20, 19, 18 and 14 in this order. So we're going to write it down: 20, 19, 18 and 14. Because 4 is an even number, we do not have a middle number to take, because when we have 2 on this side and 2 on this side, we have no middle number between them. If we had 5, say for example we had a value of 18 here and 17 here, we would know that 18 is our middle number, or our median. Now there is a way to find our median, but it involves addition and division. In order to find our median, we take 19 and 18 and we add them together. 19 plus 18. 8 plus 9 is 17, carry over our 1. Our answer is 37. And what we do now is we divide this answer by 2 to find out the middle value between both these numbers. 2 goes into 3 once with 1 left over. 2 goes into 17 8 times with 1 left over. Now we're going to bring down our decimal place. 2 goes into 10 5 times. So our middle number, and as you may have already known, is 18.5. In this graph we have different modes of transport represented. I want you to tell me what is the most popular mode of transport. If you got cars, well done. Now I want you to find out what the average is. So our average amount is 10. Data can be discrete and data can be continuous. When it's discrete, it's a one-off thing. If it's continuous, just like our weather app, data is constantly being tracked at all times. Therefore, it's continuous.